On today's episode of Adventures of Lamati, we're going to talk about the fact that even though I've been on YouTube for a few months, I'm still technically a newbie, so I'm going to do a tag. Hello, Lieblings! I'm Madi, science fiction and fantasy author who's been living in southern Germany since 2014. Today I'm going to do the Newbie Tag 2.0 from Jenna Streety. I have a link to her YouTube channel below where the original questions were posted. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell if you haven't already. Here on Adventures of Lamati, we talk about writing, living abroad, and everything in between. So question number 1, what's your book pitch? The God Queen tells a story of a woman who discovers that she is a reincarnated god. And she has to grapple with this new truth while in the midst of an intergalactic civil war. And then throw an entanglement with a lover from a previous life and you got yourself a space opera. Number 2, if you were a book, what would be your pitch? A hobbit from the Midwest who prances around the land of beer and pretzels in hopes that somebody will find her funny. Number 3, what do you usually write? At the moment I write science fiction and fantasy. Technically the God Queen is both, a space fantasy. Number 4, what is something you will never write? Crime thrillers. Sorry guys, this is not my thing. Not my thing. Number 5, what were your goals starting an AuthorTube channel? Honestly, I want to find more friends and other writing people and be a part of this awesome community. It's really hard out here in the middle of nowhere to find other writers. I have like one other writer friend in this village, which is, you know, still quite a bit for middle of nowhere, but it also doesn't help that this middle of nowhere is a place where they don't actually speak English. So finding other writer friends who write in your native language is something that I'm pretty much just limited to the internet in finding. So yeah. Number 6, what made you start writing? I was 3. To be honest, I would literally just take an empty notebook and just scribble in it and then like read out loud the stories that I wrote. But honestly, it was just, even at that age, I loved the idea of having a book filled with my words, even if those words were illegible. Number 7, what is your publishing path? I am currently self-published, but my goal is to eventually go hybrid, which means both self-published and traditional. My debut novel came out in October of 2019. Number 8, what content do you bring to your AuthorTube channel? Technically, I fall between AuthorTube and ExpatTube. I am an American author, more specifically, who lives in southern Germany. And as I went through my publishing journey, I discovered that I had a lot of questions that were very specific to the fact that I wanted to publish in the United States, but I live in Germany. I live outside of the United States. And while I came to AuthorTube for most of my information and for my resources and, you know, I still found that it didn't answer everything that I needed. So I decided to fill that role and create a YouTube channel in hopes of helping other authors like myself who would like to market and to sell in the American market, but doing it from outside of the United States. And for the whole expat bit, because I actually like talking about my life here in Germany, because my family also, you know, this is kind of an extension of a blog I started when I first moved to Germany to kind of tell my family about my adventures here in the land of beer and pretzels. And so this is kind of an extension of that. So some episodes also talk about German stuff. I also post videos of my pugs because why not? Number 9, what's your biggest writing struggle? Talking head syndrome. I focus so hard on dialogue. Oh, okay. Oh, good grief. Okay, hi. Speaking of pugs, I work so hard on like the dialogue and the immediate actions and motivations of my characters that sometimes I forget to set the scene. It might as well happen in a dark room. Number 10, what's your best writing skill? I would say dialogue. I love to talk. And I think that's helped me hone my skill. For this next question, I was told I could either choose 11 or 12, and I went with 11. Number 11, if you have been on AuthorTube for a while, what is your best AuthorTube tip? So I've only been on AuthorTube for like 4 months. But I will say, like, as much as you can do your research and planning and, you know, all the stuff you want to do before you launch a channel, the best way you're going to learn is to just sit in front of a camera and do it. Just do it and start editing the learning curve is going to be very steep, and you are always going to be learning and always trying to find better ways to improve your channel. I've seen plenty of very successful, well, I say successful, YouTubers with, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers who are still evolving, who are still changing their AuthorTube channel because they're always just trying to find better ways. You know, however you start out your channel is not how it's going to end up even a few months from now. Number 13, are you looking for new channels to follow? For CPs, betas, editors, whatever. I'm all for meeting anybody and everybody. I want to be a part of this community. I want to grow my own community, so come on over and say hi. Number 14, what are you excited about with this new fresh start on AuthorTube? I mean, granted, like I said, it's been 4 months, so it's not necessarily a new fresh start, but I am really excited to continue to hone my craft and to find a way to collaborate with people. I would love to collaborate and to get to know people and make new friends. I love making new friends. And I plan on continuing my journey in learning with self-publishing, and everything that I do learn, I have every intention of sharing with you guys. So I can't wait to share and yeah, to start this whole conversation. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up. It lets me, YouTube, and my dog Roxy know that you like this kind of content and you want to see more. If you have any comments, questions, or topics you want to see on this channel, please let me know in the comments below. The God Queen is available in both paperback and ebook. I have all the links you need for this book below in the description. And don't forget to connect with me on social media, whether it is through Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Also, check out my newsletter where you will get the most up-to-date information on books, projects, pugs, and giveaways. Just for subscribing, you'll get a free series Bible template to use, as well as the first 6 chapters of my debut space opera, The God Queen. And that's it for today. Until next time, adi!